Good evening, everyone. Hey, welcome to another segment of Mark Knows Everybody. And I say this each and every week. Good evening, Terry. Terry is over in Ireland watching this. Hello, good to see you. Oh, Willie popped in. How about that? Hello, Willow. Anyway, so I have something to tell you real quick before we move on to our show, but we're still going to devote a full 30 minutes to each one of our guests tonight. Once again, my name is Marc B, and my show, Everybody, the Mark Knows Everybody, is not my naming. I did not title this show. People did. And basically, instead of me always focusing on celebrities that I've worked with in the past and actually currently still work with, I like to focus on my friends. I have very, very interesting friends on my Facebook page. A lot of them, this is our 10th show, by the way. And out of the 10 to 14 guests that we've had, actually 10th show times 2 to 20 guests, 20 to 24 guests that we have on this show. Each show has been very interesting, has been very, very surprising. And it's like, wow, I had no idea that you do that. So you may have friends on your own friends page or on your own page. And people know that I just don't allow anyone on my friends page, on my friends list. I don't know you. Unless I know you, then you are a friend. Okay. If I have met you, then we will go ahead and converse a little bit about how we met, which brings me to this show. I have a lot of friends on my list that I don't really know their occupation. Smile, Renee, because I can see you. She is so pretty. Anyway, so there's a lot of people on my friends list. So let me tell you what happened to me real quick, because this is really, really important, and I have to tell this story, but it's going to be a shortened up version of it, so we can go ahead and get to our guests who's standing by. And our first guest is going to be Melissa Gibbo. I asked Renee to pop in it sometime so she can basically see the opening of the show, how the show is prepared, although I told her you don't have to be here until 8-ish. So Renee, I see you in the lobby. If you have things to do, that's all well and fine, and we'll see you in 30 minutes or so. But other than that, I just wanted you to see how the show opens up and performs, and that's about it. So if you pop off and come back later, that's fine too, but I'm glad you're here. All right, so Facebook had me in jail. Okay, literally, I was in Facebook jail for the last 24 hours. My account, or my ability to log in or to post on my own page, was reestablished around about 1 o'clock, 1:30 today. Now, here's what happened. I woke up yesterday morning, and a lot of people, you guys know I design homes and buildings and things of that nature. I'm working with a contractor that it's giving me a hard time. Okay, let's just say he's giving me a hard time. But when I woke up yesterday morning, I decided that I'm going to post, and I said, and I will not repeat what I said, okay, because this show is also being carried on Facebook as well as YouTube. But I basically said that I'm going to commit a crime against this person. You guys can then read in between the lines. Surprisingly, which is really not surprised, because I don't threaten people. I really don't. If anything, I will insult you before you realize you've just been insulted, like your mother's a woman, something like that, What happened, Facebook basically shut me down. They penalized me, punished me, and not suspended the account, but it disallowed me to post on my page. So, okay, fine. I'm suspended, no big deal. 24 hours, oh my God, I need to break anyway. Good grief. All right, fine. No, but I went to work, okay, and lunchtime came around. And when I came back from lunch, my coworker says, Mark, 3 big cops just came looking for you. And I'm like, yeah, okay, guys, whatever. Because I thought they were joking with me. No, we're dead serious. 3 cops came in here looking for you. Long story short, if you say something on Facebook that is outside of their community standards, okay, use your brain. If you are mad at someone and you feel you need to post what you're going to do to that person on Facebook, don't. You hear people all the time in grocery stores, when I get home, I'm going to kill that kid. If somebody's walking by and they heard that, you might be surprised that there are cops around your car. So I called the cops in the area of my work and said, hey, I hear you looking for me. I'm here. You guys come back. 5 minutes, they were here. Oh, hey, 2 cops come into my office. I say, okay, guys, let's go outside on our front porch. Yes, we have a front porch. Let's go outside on our front porch and talk. When I went outside, I realized that there were about 1, 2, 3. So 2 I'm talking to. There were 5 more cops around me on either side of the building. One had come from outside the building. Long story short, I was happy that they actually investigated my post, because there are people who have already died by mass shootings who had previously posted on Facebook what they were going to do. So they took my post seriously and they came and checked me out. I checked my phone. I have cameras all over my house, and checked my cameras. And earlier at lunchtime, okay, there's cops all around my house. So they were at my house. They obviously notified, they found out who I was, because my phone number and address is not listed on Facebook. You can't contact me any other way unless I've given you an email address. Lo and behold, they can find you. Don't think you can ever get away from the cops. And one hint is, if you have your cell phone with you, they can find you anywhere in the world. So the cops here in my county contacted the cops in the other county that I work and said, hey, can you go talk to this guy? So we had a talk. We laughed, we joked. I told him I'm stupid, I'm an idiot, I'm so sorry, I wasn't thinking. I woke up in that morning angry, and I posted. So guys, moral of the story is, do not post criminal activities, okay, on your page, because they will find you. All right, nonetheless, this is Marc Knows Everybody, and my first guest, I've got to ask her, I don't know how long I've known you, Melissa, but her name is Melissa Gibbo. And flash her name over there across my face. And she is a wonderful woman. And we're going to talk to her for about the next 30 minutes. Then we're going to bring on another incredible woman, and we're going to talk to her for a minute. In fact, this is my chick show, because I don't think I've ever had 2 women on this show. I think I had a guy, girl, you know, things like that. But without any further ado, Melissa, how are you, sweetheart?
I'm doing good. Nice to be here.
Yeah. Well, explain to me, how do we know each other?
Well, initially we met several times just from Universal. You were working events. I was at a lot of events working. We crossed paths a lot that way. And then every time I went to a convention, I ran into you at least 3 times. And we seem to know a lot of the same people. So I don't know exactly how long, but it's been at least 5 or 6 years that we've been playing kind of tag and, you know, just conventions, just the extended convention family we all have.
Well, that's great, because I've met a lot of people out on the road in person. I must have 5,000 friends in Europe alone. And I do recall actually talking to you a few times while you were sitting at a table. Either you were helping a guest or you were manning some table for some other purpose. I don't know, selling your books, because you're a writer as well, right?
Yeah. I've written a lot of dark fiction, and my friend calls it humorous horror, because I've got a twisted sense of humor that you kind of need to have these days. And so I've usually been doing that. I seem to run into a lot of people at the different booths, and I just sort of, you know, hey, here, can you cover this for me while I go here? Yeah, sure. So you've seen me probably at 5 different people's booths.
Yeah. Well, let me read a bio for our audience, and thank you everyone who's joining us tonight. I really appreciate you popping up. All of my good friends, even from Ireland. You got, you know, fans from Ireland that's watching this show. A good buddy of mine, Terry. But let me go ahead and read your bio. So bear with me, okay? Melissa Gibbo is a writer of dark and unusual fiction. She is an ambassador for the nonprofit group Diversely Geek, judge for the Royal Palm Literary Awards, and a regular panelist for Orlando area conventions. She is an LGBT POC geek with a slight addiction to Coca-cola. Oh, girl, get off of that. What's wrong with you?
I've cut it down. I've cut it down. I'm no longer having a couple of 2 liters a day. I'm down to 1 can a day. Kidney stones will make you change your mind a little.
Okay, so since 2013, she has published the Nova Nocte series.
Yep.
I said it correctly. Excellent.
Yeah, good luck.
All right. Mental Molting, Boredom Kills, and Nightmare House, as well as contributing to the Dark and Stormy Night. In 2019, Melissa was awarded Outstanding Writer of Video Games by UCF.
That's actually my proudest accomplishment. That's on the wall. My diploma is or my degree is somewhere in here, I think, but that's on the wall.
That is freaking awesome. But I want people to hang in because we're going to show you something else that Melissa is involved in. And it's oh my God, it's such a coincidence of my occurrence over the last 24 hours and what you currently do, which is like, I'm not going to get any ideas. Skull Kitty, you are funny. I like Skull Kitty already. I like, you know this woman?
That's Trista. Hi, Trista.
Yeah, she's obviously here for you. Trista has multi-pink hair, I think.
Yeah.
She's cute.
She usually has her unicorn hair.
Really? A unicorn hair. I get that. All right. So we met at conventions and in passing at conventions. We actually never met in a mall or out on the street or at Burger King or things of that nature. But let me ask you a little bit about your writing. Tell me something about the books that you have written and what they're pretty much versed in.
The most popular one by far has been Boredom Kills, because girls can be serial killers too. And it's by far the most popular. It's the one I always seem to sell out of. For a while, I was in a third-party shop in Universal at the Shop of Wonders, and that one was the one, that plus the Mental Molting short stories, those were the two that just kept going out.
Right on, Skull Kitty. I love that. But let me ask you, without doing any spoilers, because I really want people to buy your book, and we're going to get to that part of where they can buy your book. Give me a slight synopsis without any spoilers whatsoever of what this book is about. You've already prefaced it with girls can be serial killers. I never thought they couldn't. You know, of course they can be serial killers.
Of course.
So what's your storyline on this?
Basically, the main character is Jenny. One day she just goes, you know what? I'm going to do it. I've always thought about it. I'm going to do it. She does her first murder. She finds that it's that thing she feels like she's found her calling, the thing she was meant to do that makes her perfectly happy.
Wait a minute. People just can't go out there and say, explained. I want to kill somebody someday. I already got in trouble for that. Okay.
I know. It's explained. I don't want to spoil. But as she goes through, she realizes that one of the cops he's not allowed to work the case for reasons in there, but he's sort of worried because they start getting a romance going, and he thinks she's so nervous about the serial killer, and he wants to help the case so he can make her feel safe. And the more he does that, the more he's chasing her down, and she's got to kind of figure out, all right, love of my life, thing I love to do.
Okay, and you're saying this book has been selling out?
Yeah, I've got like 3 copies left for VillaCon and next week, and I can't get any more in stock right now.
Okay, so hold on. I'm going to be typing this as you say it to me. If people want to order this book, if they want to read it, get into it, how do they find it? How do they get it?
BarnesandNoble.com. It's by order right now. Audible has the audiobook. You can get it on Amazon. It's just they got to make a new printing.
Okay, now I don't like any of these corporations making a profit off of your hard work. So if they want to order it from you directly, so that you can get full payment on it, how does that work?
So I have a website.
Okay, give it to me.
Pull it up here because I get the parts backwards. I'm really bad about that.
Your own website you don't remember, Melissa? See what Coke does to you? It rots the brain.
All right. Well, I get part of it. What happens is I get it backwards because it's Certifiable Scribe .wix site.
Wait a minute. Certifiable Scribe .com
.wix site. WIX.
Oh, the Wix site. Is it Wix site or just Wix?
I think it's Wix. It might be just Wix.
Okay, let's leave it at that. And folks, get your pen and pencil out right now because here it comes. If you guys want to order in numerous, preferably the last one. Certifiable. Did I spell that right? Yeah, FIAB. Yeah. Oh, I'm awesome. Okay. Oh, yes. Did I say plural? Certifiables. Is it plural? Oh no, I did it right.
Oh no, just that's it. Certifiable Scribe.
See, I was doubting my own self. That is amazing. Is this the first and only book that you've done? And we have a lot of authors. No. I have two great author friends, Rosemary Rose and Lorraine Anderson, who are authors and who are listening to you as we speak. So is this the first book that you have written?
It's the fourth.
Holy mackerel. What was your first? And tell me, what was that about? Your first.
The first one is book one of the Nova Nocte series. It's basically zombies happen in Central Florida. It's a while ago, obviously, when that
we call them tourists. We call them tourists. Okay.
But tourist season doesn't mean what? Never mind. We're not doing duck season, rabbit season.
We both worked at theme parks, and I've already gotten into Facebook jail.
Yeah, I'm going to behave myself.
Exactly. Go, girl.
But yeah, so zombies happen. Well, vampires have to come out and go, look, we need a food source. So it's about a small group having to become a community and work together despite all their differences of humans and vampires, so they don't have mutual extinction because of the zombies.
Whoa. So this is like, Putin and Biden basically saying, hey, we can be friends. Oh, good idea. Are you hungry? And you're pointing over to humans? Is that what is?
Basically, it's just humans having to get along with former humans that are now vampires, and no one's comfortable. And how long they can trust each other depends on which person is in the group. Because some people are like, we'll do this for a little while and then we'll kill them in their sleep, right? And then some people are like, well, we're actually just keeping them for cattle, right? And it's like, no, we got to make this work. It's survival time. And it just turns into a story about people. And
when did you write that one?
2012, end of 2012, early 2013.
Okay. Can we get that book at the same locations?
Yes. Everything goes through my website, and or my Facebook author page has a link through that too.
Yeah.
Also, those are audiobooks. But yeah, I kind of base the vampires and the zombies in science too, so they're plausible. Just because that's how my brain works.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. So you basically are obsessed with horror, right?
In a weird way, yeah.
In a weird way, a weird way, you're obsessed with horror. How about we show these folks something else that you're obsessed with? This is another psychotic episode that Melissa has on. Wait a minute. Let's go with this question first from my girl Rose. Did you record your own audiobook or did you hire out?
I had to hire out. When the reason I don't do author readings is when I start reading aloud, I get a little bit of a stammer and a stutter, and the more I hear it, the worse it gets. I think the most I've been able to do for reading was about 4 pages before I was on the brink of a full-on anxiety attack. So
that's very interesting. But since you're a horror fan, I heard that electric shock therapy does wonders. Let's go ahead and talk about your other obsession that you have here. Wait a minute. How can I have this up here? And where is I lost the page.
About us. It's the About Us page. I'll bet you're looking for.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna drop this and search again for this. How you doing there, Renee? You doing okay? All I'm seeing is sunshine behind you. I'm so jealous. I can't hear you, but I can see you. That's a good thing. I gotta find that link again that you sent me. Did you private? Yes, you did. I did. Okay, so let me pull this over. Folks, bear with me right now.
Yeah, just go up to the About Us. I think that's what you're looking for.
Okay, up to the About Us. All right, so now let's pull this on the screen. Now, this is the other thing, ladies and gentlemen, that this woman has large responsibility for. Let's say that, she is responsible for the lives of knuckleheads that want to do this. Explain this, and that is not you in that picture there, by the way.
No, that's the owner's Talon Jasada. That's a new place inside Desertland. You might remember it as Artagon Marketplace or Festival Bay Mall, called Excelsior. They named it that based off of basically an axe pun off of the fact they're Stan Lee fans.
My dad.
I know. And I throw axes for a living. I teach people to throw axes. And we just have a lot of fun doing that. It's great stress relief.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm a novice. I'm trying to get this wrapped around my head. Okay, we're not in the Highlands of Scotland. What is the fascination about throwing a freaking axe? Same
thing with throwing knives or doing archery or shooting range or throwing spears. It's just kind of cool. It's a nice random skill to have, but mostly it's really good exercise. It's great stress relief, and it's kind of a fun thing to go out and do with friends or family. So,
do you know the weight of that axe, including the handle?
Roughly 2 pounds. They usually about 1.5 pounds to 2.5 pounds for the head. Usually, I use a lighter one.
So you're literally like I'm doing now. You bring your arms up over your head and you freaking hurl, right?
That's one way, but with some tweaking. But I usually throw one-handed. I can throw two-handed, left-handed, right-handed. I can do some trick shots, but we are not allowed to do them at Excelsior. I do them at a other place where I worked.
The competition. I get it.
Well, one of the owners is a partner with the other owner. So
yeah, but that's really smart thinking, because if you accidentally hit someone straight in the forehead with one of your axes, is the responsibility of that company to, pony up the money for the. Okay, so anyway, you like axe throwing, correct?
Oh yeah, it's fun.
All right. And I'm gonna go. Oh, I guess I can go ahead. So this is you call them stalls or stables? What do you call them?
Those are bays. Those are for the projection lanes. We're the only ones in Central Florida with a digital display. So with those, we turn on the projector. There's tables out in front and everything now with sanitizer and mouse and keyboard, and you can play a lot of games. You can program to throw at zombies, play tic-tac-toe, Connect Four, or throw at targets. And, it gives you a lot more fun.
I thought the axes were the long ones like lumberjacks carry out in the forest.
No, they're closer to hatchet. Some of them are just legitimate hatchets. You can go to like Lowe's or Ace Hardware and get, and some of them are a little longer, more competitive cold steel axes. But yeah, I mean, they're all the shorter ones because there's not a lot of space for a one rotation with a long handle. Long handle is where the risk goes up. The space needs to be double. And of course, that means the insurance and rental cost is going to be higher too. So we stick with just the hatchets and stuff, the shorter axes.
So, and there you are, and you're a team lead. Of course, we had those labels when you and I were working at Universal.
Oh yeah.
And so the numbers inside the circles are the points?
Yep. The bullseye is 6 points. Small blue dot is called a kill shot. That's 8 points. And then the rings are 1 through 4. I actually just got my highest score the other day. I got a 56, which highest possible on a perfect 10 throw game is 64.
Wow. So, 56, I'm using my brain here a bit. So that means you've kind of thrown the axe 10 times to get to that number, 8 to 10 times.
Yep, you throw 10 throws. On the 5th and 10th, you can call the kill shot. If you get it, it's 8 points. Anything else, it's a 0. I played I was doing a little practice round, and there's my fiance on the right, Justin. He's at work right now.
Hey, Justin, we're going to talk about him in a minute.
Yeah, but I got 8 bullseyes and 2 4s.
Show off. Okay, so anyway, that is amazing because I've never thrown an axe.
We'll fix that. You come on over.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try this out. We may have to film from this, but Excelsior axe throwing, and this is where Artagon used to be, or Festival Bay.
Festival Bay Mall. It took me years to stop calling it Festival Bay and call it Artagon, and now I've got to call it Desertland.
When someone told me, I'll be playing at Desertland, I'm like, what the hell is that? They had to describe to me Desertland. I actually was in there when I went to see Z's show there, and the we call it the go-kart course that's inside that mall is amazing. And I couldn't believe the line of people that were there on that Saturday night. They had on, and it's like, oh my God, what's going on here? This is like a Saturday night ritual. So I was thoroughly impressed with it. I'm going to go to your gallery here, and then we're going to move on. And I want to talk about your upcoming nuptials. But this is pretty cool. Wow, you serve food here? Dumb question, right?
No food. We do have sodas, waters, energy drinks, Gatorade, stuff like that. We are waiting on the processing of our liquor license for beer and wine.
Oh, sure. Get them drunk, then hand them an axe. Good job.
No. Within limitations. Don't worry. I'll be one of the bartenders, so it'll be fine.
I'm going to be outside of the building when that person steps up to the line. I'm just telling you, okay? I'm not.
No, we're not doing tequila shots. Yeah, there's killing the zombies right there. Justin beat me like the last 2 times we played Connect 4, so I need to up my game on that one.
Wow. And is that a tic-tac-toe board or?
Yep. It's
wow.
Those are the digital screens where you choose your game, and that's really fun. Whoever throws first gets the axes. The other person gets the bullseyes, and it's actually really fun. Zombies have easy and hard mode. Easy, just a bunch of heads all crowded around an innocent emoji. You got to save the emoji. If you kill them, it's like -2 points. But the hard mode, you see they're really spaced out. They're about half the size. So it's really easy to miss on that one. I've yet to see anyone get a perfect game on hard. I've seen a few people get 7s or 8s. But yeah, it's fun. People go out there and be like, that's the guy who cut me off today. That's the guy who does I-Die-4. And they, that's this guy from work. And, they just throw at those and they leave feeling a lot better. And it's like, I can't say anything. I got one that I named after someone that I won't mention on here. And he gets my test throw every day.
Well, let me ask you, are you allowed to bring your own personal axes?
Not at this time.
Okay.
We have some people who come in who are Waddle or a World Axe Throwing League. They ask about that. But right now, we do not allow that for insurance purposes.
Oh, my God. This is a professional sport?
Oh, yeah. Tom is one of the coaches we have in shift leads. He's been to the World Axe Throwing League Championship twice. I think this year was his 3rd time. At one point, I know he was number 8 in the world. I think he's like number 12 right now. They're about to start a new season. They got to get a new picture of him. They're trying to get us some pictures without our masks on. But yeah, it's a big thing, you travel around and compete. I don't do the competition. I don't have the energy.
I won't make any puns about this, okay? Unless you ask me to.
Oh, that's an exceptional pun.
I'm sorry.
I'm a real expert at these.
Don't worry about it. I got a handle on this now. Ooh.
You got a good head on your shoulders.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
When I grow up, I just want to be.
What's that? Say that again.
You're a bad axe.
Actually, when I grow up, I want to be a lumberjack. So look, let's talk about this dude. All right, the guy on the right. All right, so something is happening that you've obviously been a little frantic, running around town, getting all the little, dotting your I's and all that kind of stuff, crossing your T's. What's going on?
We're getting married in 47 days.
You don't have it down to the minutes and the hours yet, or hours and minutes and seconds?
No. On my Facebook page, I have a little date countdown, and I just check it to make sure I haven't lost days somehow. And we're doing it largely ourselves and keeping it real small for pandemic reasons and such. But we're fully vaccinated, and so will be, I think, everyone who has been invited. But still, we want to keep it spaced out and things.
No, that's a sweetheart. You're getting married. You're marrying this dude on the right, Dustin.
I know, Justin. And our theme is exactly perfect for us. It's adorkable. It's just a mix of our fandoms and how geeky we are. I mean, we've got Star Wars in there and Harry Potter and just Disney and Critical Role and all the little things you expect from 2 massive geeks.
I am. Oh, I'm so happy for you. You got the dress, or are you going to make it casual? How are you going to do this?
Well, I'm wearing a dress. I'm like, nah, I'm doing it. I've got my dress. I checked.
Well, I'm glad he's not wearing one, but okay.
No, he's going to wear like a nice outfit, dice boutonniere, all of that. But we've made our dress code anything from traditional wedding attire to full cosplay. We just said express your fandoms however much you feel comfortable. So far, I know we're going to have a couple of people coming in full cosplay. From I think a couple from Doctor Who, I think one Star Wars. We might have a couple of superheroes. I'm not sure. And then some people might just be wearing like nice button-up geeky shirts or a geeky tie, socks, things like that. Just we want everyone to be fun and comfortable and rep their fandoms and kind of join with us on that. And to that end, we know a lot of our friends are like us and they don't dance. So we are even going to have like a game station set up where if you don't want to dance, here's some games. If you got Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, or Magic cards, bring them, make a new friend. How
many people are you expecting?
About 50.
Okay, that's a nice size. That's a nice controlled environment. This is the last look of Dustin, guys, here on the right before I go ahead and drop this screen. So Melissa and I can talk a little bit more. We got about 5 minutes before we go on to our next guest. But congratulations to you and Justin. How did you meet this dude, may I ask?
A guy I used to work with at Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Worked with him after I had left. He'd also left and gone to Disney and worked with Justin at Hollywood Studios. And he just was like, you two might, be good friends or something else. And it just was like kismet right away. We just clicked.
Okay, so this was a setup, basically. It was a blind date.
Not exactly. At first it was, here's a Facebook Messenger so you guys can see each other's profile and talk if you feel comfortable. Then you can share each other's phone numbers. And it turned into a lot of chatting and then just a whole lot of phone calls. And then by the time we went on our first date, we already felt like we'd known each other forever. So
how long ago was this then? When did that start?
August 2nd will be 3 years.
Okay.
From our first date.
Well, that's the way courting should happen. You get to experience someone for a while until you want to really pop the question. I personally think you did it the right way. That's incredible. That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you. All right, so here we go. Here
goes the serious stuff. I'm ready.
Yes, here comes the serious stuff because that's Renee. Too bad you're watching because you're already going to know what's coming your way. Yeah. All right. So here we go. Put you full screen. All right. So the last question. It won't be the last one. No, you know what? I don't want to ask that yet because I didn't ask you about Harry Potter. You worked at Harry Potter for how long?
4 years.
Okay, so the people that are watching this from out of state and out of the country who's never been to Universal or Islands of Adventure for that nature, where Harry Potter, the Wizarding World, we have to say as employees.
Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We can't. I hear tourists. Where's Harry Potter Land? It's like, oh God.
That's still like gives me the nervous tick.
It does too. Me too. Harry Potter Land. You sounds like something from The Simpsons. No, it is not Harry Potter Land, for God's sakes. Okay, it is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And with J.K. Rowling coming to the park to sign off on every portion of construction for Harry Potter, even after the finish, she flew over, and this is very, very personal for us because it's not just a world we decided to build and show it. No, this is J.K. Rowling, the creator of Harry Potter, who was thoroughly involved with the creation of that land. Where did you work in Potter? And notice Potter.
I started in Honeydukes and Zonko's Joke Shop. Well, Zonko's was there, and now it's all Honeydukes.
Yeah.
I did Dervish and Bangs, the Wand Shop, and just general merch. And I filled in quite a bit in Filch's Emporium of Confiscated Goods, which is the gift shop at the end of the castle.
Right.
Worked the carts, and I filled in quite a bit over in Diagon Alley. So everywhere.
Look what I've been forgetting to do this because I'm talking to you.
There I am. That's with the traveling TARDIS, actually.
Yes,
and I knew first to hold it.
Yes, I knew exactly where that came from when I saw it in you. And
that's the first time I got to hold it when it was still Zonko's.
Wow.
Still had all the paint on it. Hasn't been worn off.
Yes, because this one it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's worn off. Now it's almost just pure gray from all the paint being worn off from being held by so many big celebrities. And I was like, I got to hold it before most of them.
Right. And you don't just like Potter, you're into Who as well, of course.
Oh,
right?
Yes. I'm a multi-fandom geek.
There you go. You're universal, no pun intended. But yeah. That's great. And is this the man?
Yep, that's us.
Gee, I wonder what that is in the background.
Yeah, we got to go hit the Millennium Falcon when it first came out because he was working in the area at the time, and
He shot first, by the way.
that's Justin.
No, he shot first. But anyway, so yes,
Oh yeah,
you did your Disney thing, and
yep.
there you are in I don't want to say Star Wars land because that's not what it's called. I know.
No.
They hate to hear that as well, right? And here you are at your table.
That's
San
Diego Comic Con,
right?
50th anniversary.
What year was that?
2019, I think. It was the last year they had it.
But their last live show.
Yeah, the last live show was the 50th anniversary, and my badge and Justin's badge and our friend Ada is keeping eyes on it for us because she's the one who. Adalisa Zarate, she keeps an eye on a lot of us and helps us keep organized for that event. And he actually found me. He found me because we were Twitter tags. Yeah. I gave when I was at Spooky Empire the first year they had a bunch of guys from the Walking Dead there.
Yeah.
I was talking with Michael Rooker and Melissa McBride. I gave them copies of my first book when it was there, and I was chatting with them. And by the time I got to see Melissa the next day, she was like, "Oh, this is the one Michael was talking about last night." And, was like, "Oh, yeah, this is it." And she started talking about what it was about and got excited. And I guess some of them left it on set. So it's somewhere on set, a couple of copies. And we were talking on Twitter about Waterboy. And he was there. And I was like, "Yo, I'll drop by." And he's like, "Cool." So when he saw me coming, he just yelled, "Melissa!" And I was like, "Cool, let's get our picture."
All right, that's freaking awesome, and I love this shot of you. I love that hair.
Oh yeah, that was back the first time I tried red hair.
Yeah, and of course that's what number book is this one?
That's the first one. That's the original cover. It's a long time ago. That was me trying to figure out how to do it online by myself to not do book covers, and thankfully I improved. But that's so long ago now.
All righty. So we got that out of the way. I wanted to get Potter out of the way. So here comes your question. Let me go ahead and clear the screen here for a minute. So at the end of my shows, guys, for Mark Knows Everybody, I try to open up like I've done with fans on stage or celebrities on stage, Stan Lee and other people. I dig deep and I have them tell things that no one else has heard or knew, which brings me to my question. Is there anything that no one else knows? I will allow your fiance because you should have told him everything by now. Yeah. If you haven't, then I want you to tell us if there is something about you or anything that you've done that no one else knows. No one else has ever heard this before because they're now hearing it for the first time. So dig deep, think. Is there anything that you can reveal?
I'm going through the list of the things that are legal for me to say. I'm trying to think of statutes.
We are not covered by the FCC on an internet web show, okay? Just don't go to Facebook jail like I did, okay?
I'm worried about real jail.
Well, maybe you better not let us know then.
That I can actually say. I mean, not that I can think of legally.
Wow,
I can say
a criminal.
I can't. I had a youth.
Yeah, you got me curious as hell. Now if you don't say it here,
I'll tell you later, maybe.
Yes,
all right,
message me because I'm curious as all get out. So you're gonna have to go down to the PG rating now.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, Renee doesn't have this problem.
Something that I always laugh about is the fact that when I went out for my 21st birthday, I was excited because I just wanted to go and hear live music, and I couldn't in Columbus, Georgia. I wasn't a drinker. I was, all my friends drank beforehand anyway. I had plenty of opportunity. I wasn't a drinker. But my 21st birthday, I went out to hear live music with my mom and dad. They sat down, they ordered a margarita and a Corona and turned to me and said, "You're our designated driver. Welcome to 21. So I was the designated driver for my parents for my 21st birthday. The next day, I went out with my friends and my ex-girlfriend at the time, now ex-girlfriend, and we I talked my way out of getting arrested. I'll leave it at that. I talked my way out of getting arrested before the night was over.
What was the charge?
I can't say that.
Oh, really?
I can't. There might be minors watching, or my parents. Worse. We got stopped and talked to. It wasn't drugs or underage drinking or anything like that. It was just we were having a great time, and I talked our way out of it, and we were allowed to leave.
Okay, so
I didn't get cuffed or put in the back of the car. I talked my way out of it.
Renee, you got to do better than this. Okay, I'm serious. I am now putting my foot down. And
God, I hope my parents are watching.
I will go to jail for you. Okay, I will definitely go to Facebook jail for you if he does. All right, who's Freddie Silver?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, that's just a friend or somebody.
It could be a nickname. I got a lot of friends who got just nicknames. I don't know that picture though.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that watch that I don't know. Okay, so Melissa, thank you so much for at least enjoying us. We went a little over, but that's okay. Thank you so much for joining me for this interview. And Mark knows everybody. I know you.
I'm thrilled to know you, Mark.
I'm happy and thrilled to know you, sweetheart. I have some incredibly okay. Well, Cheryl, I think that's as much as we can get. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you later, Mark.
Yeah, I'll pass it on to you, Cheryl.
Yeah.
So, yes, my curiosity is up, but everybody is thanking you right now. So, Melissa, thank you so much for joining the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead to a really, really brief commercial break as we literally size up our next guest. But in the meantime, you guys see the crawler at the bottom of the screen. She has some incredible books that I think you would. The first one alone. Shameless plug. These are my friends.
So not subtle. I mean, I'm proud of this. I've applied to Scare Street twice and I got published twice. I'm just happy. I'm a fan.
These people, I swear, Your Honor, they just keep following me home. These are my friends. Put that book up again so we can see that a little closer.
Which one was this one? Oh, wait, no, this one. Yeah.
I didn't even know you had them in your hand. You should have told me that. Well, there you go.
Oh, I haven't cleaned off this desk in a while.
Well, you know what? That book in your right hand, wave it. That's right. That's a little too thick for me. I don't read that much. So I probably won't tell. Yeah, see? That's terrible. If it ain't no pictures in it, I'm not interested. So forget it.
There's mental pictures.
Well, I have to put on some music that, like Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein or something like that. Melissa, people are thanking you all the way from Ireland. So thank you,
Terry.
Thank you so much, guys. Go order her book. Find her on Facebook. Make sure that if you are trying to friend her, you tell her how you know her, because that's how I get my friends to, or people who want to friend me.
Yeah. Oh, and if you're going to be at MegaCon, feel free to send them a request for me to be one of the guest authors there. I'm not above pulling those strings.
Damn, shameless plug. Oh my God, what is wrong with you people? I ain't charging you nothing. I should be. Get off my show.
It's been like 2 years since I've been able to have an event. I'm excited to get back.
I understand, sweetheart. Ladies and gentlemen, you know this girl. She is Melissa Gibbo. We are so happy for her to be here. Now we're going to kick her out of the room so we can get our next fantastic guest on. Thank you, sweetheart. Love you. Talk to you soon, okay?
Bye.
Bye. Congratulations on your wedding. And, I'll send you some cannoli, something like that, all right?
I love cannoli.
Damn it. Okay, never mind. Bye. I don't like to badger my guests, but you guys know me by now. I go to jail just so I can piss people off. So, guys, stand by. I can't even find my damn commercial. We'll be right back with you. So stand by. Here we go.
I'm GW Pomacher.
I'm Dina Marie.
I'm Sage Ia.
I'm Thomas Carter Rochester.
Hey, I'm David Thompson.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Mia.
Hi, I'm Mark.
Hey there, this is Dave Adams.
Hi, I'm Rosemary Rose.
Jerome Conner here.
Hey guys, it's Josh Bauer.
Willow Schuyler.
I'm Cosplay Michael.
It's your boy Country.
I'm Ryan Permison.
And I'd like to ask you guys,
please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe to HWWS
Web TV.
Great bunch of people.
And don't forget
to smash the bell.
Ring that bell.
Smash that bell.
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell to be notified.
Hit the bell to get notified of new shows
and videos.
You're going to want to do that, so do that soon. So we can cross that 20,000 mark.
And get us to 100,000 subscribers.
To 1 million and 10 million and 100 million.
On HWWS.
Web TV.
You'll really like it. I guarantee it. Thank you.
Hey guys,
honey, this is John Watanabe.
You're not supposed to be talking yet, Renee, for God's sakes, man. I'm trying to freaking surprise people. As you guys know, that I am a technological goof up. So you're gonna see me do things like this. Hey, sorry, Melissa just texted me what she couldn't say. I'm so sorry. She just texted me what we're gonna say. My next guest is just stunning. There's a beauty about her that you will see that just makes me stutter, and I don't stutter. But her name is Renee Gelinas. Did I say that right, Renee? Gelinas? Renee Gelinas. We're gonna take a look at a little bit of Renee here that I already had geared up to the screen, but I just kind of was not prepared. But take a look at Renee. Where are we here, Renee? Go back here. Oops, volume.
Action. Honey, this is John Watanabe. I've hired him.
Let me stop. Can you hear this, Renee? Can you hear it? Yes, you can. Okay, good. I did something right.
To teach me karate.
Great. Now I better not forget our anniversary.
Sweetheart, you never do.
Nice meeting you. Pleasure's all mine. Please excuse me, but I have a caution. Come on.
Let's talk inside.
Thank you. Your husband looks familiar.
He gets his face in the news from time to time. Your aura is interesting.
Why did you introduce me as your karate instructor?
I don't want Frank to know about our arrangements. Not yet, anyway.
Keeping secrets from your husband?
Mr. Watanabe, I'm pregnant.
Congratulations.
The child is not my husband's.
More secrets?
I need you because he's going to have me murdered.
Cut.
Wow. That's how they do it. Let me stop this. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an actress. She's actually an editor. She's been a producer. She is very, very talented, and she's a friend of mine. And I'm finding out things about her that I did not know. Allow me to introduce to you guys the lovely Renee Gelinas. Renee, can you hear me?
I can.
Good. Wow. So look, some people are already saying cool. So this was an audition tape, obviously.
Yes.
And it was for a part in what was the show, movie, TV series? What was it?
It's actually it's a clip. It's a clip on my IMDb.
Right.
Basically, that was you. It wasn't an audition. It's actually a cold read, which was done with my acting coach. So you got to see a little behind the scenes there.
Yeah, and this is what we don't see much. You hear about readings and going for an audition, but in terms of what they actually do at an audition, what they put you through, what they ask you to do is so freaking fascinating. And if you guys didn't know, if you notice, if you go to our IMDb, you'll see there are a number of clips that are here that you guys can go ahead and explore if you want to know a little bit more about Renee. Renee, tell me exactly everything that you have done and what you do. I could say either for a living or for enjoyment, whatever. It could be your hobby. It could be, something to support. What? I hear a lovely dog. Who's that?
I have a golden doodle named Penny Lane, which my acting coach wants to steal, and he cannot have her because she is my baby doll. But she's a 70-pound golden doodle, and she's very sweet. But of course, she barked on cue. So,
well, where are you located? Where are we speaking from?
I am in Maryland. I am in Maryland.
You know I'm from Baltimore.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
yes.
what part of Maryland are you in?
I'm in Reisterstown.
You're in Reisterstown. Yes, I know
Reisterstown, right?
Yeah, Reisterstown is actually very, very beautiful. So back to my question again. You are an actress, okay, or actor. Do female actors get offended by the term actress?
I do not. Some do. Some do. Technically, we go by actor now, but yes. I have no problem.
Either way,
I have no problem with that. No.
Yeah, because if you think about it, there is still, I think, an actress award for the Oscars, Best Actress. Blah, blah,
right,
blah.
Best actor, actress.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get into acting? You're in Reisterstown and Parkville. Whoa, wait a minute. That's where Cheryl's from. Oh, good job, Cheryl. She's in Parkville right now. Tell me a little bit about what it is you do and how you got into it, please.
Well, I went into theater in college. My parents wanted me to do anything that was not artsy. They wanted me to be dry and professional. And my dad said, well, you can go to college. You can go to this college. We'll pay for it. But you don't take theater, don't take art, don't do anything. So of course I enrolled and I pretty much lived in the theater. I took theater arts, I took acting, I set design, I did everything. But that is theater, and theater and on-camera acting are apples and oranges. Right. With theater, you're taught to be large and to be loud. With camera, it's all here. It's all here, and it's much more intense and softer, and you need to be cinematic. So I had to learn the difference between theater and camera, and that's what I've been doing for the last year and a half. How I got into this, I think I know you. Is I used to, before COVID, when conventions were happening, COVID shut all the conventions down. I did something called Celebrity Biograph, and went to conventions and interviewed celebrities. There's a Celebrity Biograph YouTube channel, if anybody's interested.
Okay.
But I interviewed a lot of celebrities, and they were telling me their stories and their careers as actors and actresses. And at one point I said, well, it's nice to hear about their stories, but I want to make some of my own. And I remembered my roots back in the day when I did theater, and I decided, okay, well, it's COVID, things have shut down, time to reinvent. And I started taking acting classes, and I got myself, I created my IMDb page. I created something for actors. It's essential, Actors Access, which is where you find casting. Backstage, which is another place that you find casting. If you want to be an actor and you really have that passion, there are so many online ways of doing it now. I mean, everything is, most of the auditions are online now. They're video auditions or they're Zoom auditions. So in many ways, COVID opened everything up. Last weekend was the first live in-person audition that I've done this year. So let me know when you want to ask the next question.
Oh no! Oh, believe me, I'll butt in. Because it's absolutely fascinating, and whereas I don't even think I could, act myself out of a set of handcuffs. You seem so fluid, so melodic, and just watching this one clip that we just saw. You just seem so natural at it. And on top of that, if I must say, especially if hubby isn't around, because we'll talk about him in a minute, well, maybe we won't. You have an interesting beauty about you that is just incredibly attractive. I don't know if it's the eyes, if it's the hair. Looks like you got perfect teeth there. But you do have, I don't like cats, by the way. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
No. Cats are okay. I just don't trust them. But anyway, so you have such a natural look about you that if they were to place you in a role, what role are you more placed in? What characteristic? What kind of? I don't even want to use the word stereotype, but what do they see you in most of the time, or as most of the time?
I would like to be considered a femme fatale and sexy and whatever, but you know what? I get the girl next door. Girl next door.
That's perfect. You want to be a femme fatale, and the first thing, I don't know why, it's the messed up spaghetti brain that I have in my head here, but in one of the Minions movies, Drew had a girlfriend who was actually a secret agent. Okay. And I saw you. That's the first thing that popped in my mind. If they did a live action, you could actually be, that you can't call him a side. Oh, look at that. There you go. You could be a femme fatale. You could be someone who could literally grab my heart, with a knife or a spoon. But yeah, that would be absolutely perfect for you. You have some great shots here. Let me go ahead and show the man against my better wishes, but this is your husband.
Yes, Robert.
Where is he right now?
He's probably working.
Okay.
He's a workaholic.
Okay, great. That means that we can talk about him. I'm looking at do you like working in thrillers, suspense movies, romantic comedies? What level of acting do you want to get involved in?
I like everything, but it needs to have a sense of humor. It needs to have wits.
Okay. Good.
That's my thing. I want it to be maybe a little tongue in cheek. Maybe there's a joke that behind the scenes that everybody else gets, but the main character. But it needs to have a good script.
Well, and that's good, because I can see you as one of a trio of, let's say, female bank robbers, female serial killers, since we talked about that with our last guest. I can see you as being the third partner, one of the partners of a group of women who could be in a comedic role. I can see that in you. So do you like slapstick at all?
I'm a klutz, so I probably get hurt.
So why would you like it, right? You're klutz. Yeah. Okay. Why would you like it? Yeah.
I think I do it naturally. I stay away from that.
I am so sorry. I'm sorry that you're a klutz, but okay, maybe you don't want to take on one of those roles, because you'll never be able to break out of it or correct yourself or anything like that.
I have actually done a little bit of fencing. I'm actually a pretty good shot. So I could play the badass role if I wanted to. In fact, in Necropolis, I am one of three, and I'm kind of the badass girl with a gun.
Let's talk about Necropolis. So you brought that up, and I remembered that's already been released, and if so, how, where, when?
I believe it's still filming. It's still filming. It's a process, so I can't say too much. But once again, I can tell you what I told you. I probably told you too much.
No, you didn't. You just gave me the name of it. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, I didn't tell you how I was badass, but yeah.
Yeah, you didn't tell me how, but you told us that you were, that you are the badass. It looks like this is one of 3 projects that you're associated with. Key 13 Film Partners are the producers on this.
Serious Profession,
Okay.
which is the executive producer is Matt Anderson, and this is his baby. This is, producers they'll produce a lot of things. This is the one that he's been waiting to create. This is his passion film.
Okay.
And Key 13 Film Partners tends to do thrillers or horror movies. This is actually a mob movie, but once again, the way that I love it, it's got a little bit of a sense of humor. The script has been winning some awards.
Wow.
And I play a character named Jeannie Pretty. Once again, I don't know what else I can tell you, but she's
we're
she's
working on you.
She's
I'll
a bit
get
of
it
a
out
character.
of you.
She's a bit of a character. So,
there are 3. So you mentioned already Necropolis, but what's up with Deception Streets?
Oh, okay. Deception Streets was a short film. I was in LA in November, just before they started shutting LA down, California down. So I was out there. It was kind of a perfect storm to get out there, film, and then get home. But that's a short film. The writer, producer, director, actor, Andrea Ward, she is brilliant, and so this was a short film. It's won many awards, and I play a reporter, one of 3 reporters, and we're trying to get some meat from a cop.
Wow.
To find out what's going on with that you're not telling us. So
okay, and where can we find that?
I know that right now it's going through the circuit, the film.
The film festival circuit. Yes.
So I don't know when it's going to be released.
Okay, well, we'll keep our eyes open for it. And the other one, Deception Street?
That is Deception Street.
Okay, so what about Necropolis? So how is that going to go through the same kind of?
Necropolis is filming right now.
Okay,
and I believe it's a feature film. It does have a website. Unfortunately, I don't know it. But it also has a Facebook page. So if anybody's interested, go on Facebook. It's there are a few Necropolises. This is Necropolis 2021. It's important to put the 2021 behind it, but it's a great story. It's an Armageddon type of story.
Oh, good. Okay.
Where, or post-apocalyptic story.
Okay.
So.
And what's the third one? What's the third one that I mentioned? Oh, Serious Profession. Yeah, Serious Profession movie. What's that one about?
That one is it's a mobster movie. It's the day in the life of 2 mobsters, and they're going about their rounds, and it's basically a bunch of vignettes, and I'm one of those vignettes, Jeannie Pretty. And basically they're going through learning about life, but persuading people to see things their way.
Wow, that's incredible. If you were asked to, you also,
and that's a feature film. That's a feature film. It's being filmed out of Maryland.
Oh, cool. Okay. You were asked to, one of the monikers that you harbor here is that of editor and producer. Can you tell us a little bit about your responsibilities on those?
Well, producer, basically I'm helping along with Serious Profession. But the reason why I put director, editor, producer is I have a film, my own short film. It's called An Interview Gone Terribly Wrong. It is intensely cringeworthy. People laugh, they have fun with it. It actually stars myself and my husband, Robert Gelinas, Renee Gelinas. But we shot it, we acted, I wrote it, editing. I have great respect for film editors because they are the ones that take all the pieces and put it together and slice and dice and make it perfect.
Yes.
That is the goal.
Yes.
And it is arduous. Yeah, you know, and it's funny when you have some heavy duty scenes, which this one has a twist ending, and you have to watch those scenes over and over and over again as the editor and want to get the timing just right for all the switches. It's you're exhausted because you're seeing somebody, you know, getting killed 10 billion times, or people arguing 10 billion times, or, you know, walking up the stairs 10 billion times.
And where can we find that one, Renee?
That is actually, if you go, once again, if you go to Celebrity Biograph on YouTube, it's actually one of the videos on there. So an interview gone terribly wrong. You probably can Google it and it will come up, and then the YouTube will pop up. So you can find an interview gone terribly wrong. It's about 7 minutes long. I think you will find it entertaining. I've gotten good reviews, but I find it intensely cringeworthy.
Yeah,
but it was my baby. It was and I would like to produce more, but.
Yeah, I am actually performing a search as we speak, so I can probably interview.
An interview gone terribly wrong on YouTube.
Terribly. Well, let's see what we got here. Oh
God.
That came up quick. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, stand by.
Wait.
Oh no.
Go away. You need to hear this.
Yeah, let me.
Republicans across the country are moving fast.
Well, I don't want to hear that, but.
Yeah, no, that's.
Ads. Oh, okay. Okay, wait a minute now. Actor in it. No, this can't be it. Because I don't want to show it, but this is something with Robert Downey Jr. in it.
Nope.
Okay. An interview gone. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. Wrong clip. Guys, stand by for me. I will have something for you shortly as soon as you know how they have the skip ad or commercial before, and you got to wait for that run. Oh, hold on. All right, now let's get this off. I'm excited because I love it when I can show people's work. Oops, I can show people's work right here on the screen here. Let's say share screen, click that. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to see a clip, or as much as we can, with Renee Gelinas in an interview gone terribly wrong. And I think that is it.
It is.
Let's turn the volume up. Let's see what can we.
Hi, Gerald Stevens. I'm at the right place, right?
Yeah. Come on in.
Thank you for meeting with me. Okay. We look at the camera, give a countdown. We're going to do the quiet 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you can look at the camera for me. Hi, this is Renee Gelinas with Celebrity Biograph, and I am with Gerald Stevens, and he has been nice enough to meet with me and do an interview, and because he has a fabulous voice. Thank you very much, Mr. Stevens.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's too funny. Okay, so I thought I love it. I heard you singing me and Mrs. Jones, so I would love it if you would do that. Would that be okay?
Is there another song?
I don't know. What else would you like to sing? What else would you like to sing?
How about Danny Song? Do you know Danny Song?
No, I don't. No, I don't. But that would be lovely. I'm quite sure. Whatever you like.
Jimmy Watkins. People smile and tell me I'm a lucky one, that we've just begun. Think I'm gonna have a son. She will be like she and me, as free as a dove, conceived in love. The sun is gonna shine above. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a change. Love. In the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything is gonna be alright.
Thank you.
Okay, I know why you married this man. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. What, how does it feel to actually play opposite your spouse?
It's interesting because the second part of the movie, everything changes. The interview goes terribly wrong. And without giving it away, if you want to watch the rest of it or not, people told me I would not like to meet that guy in a dark alley.
Okay. While you were talking, I fast forwarded a little bit, and you're right. I want to stay on this scene because I see what kind of happens down the road there, and it's very, very interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to find this. It's called An Interview Gone Terribly Wrong. Go to YouTube, type in that. If not, go type it in Google, and make sure you see Renee or her husband's name in this clip so that you are on the right one. And oh my God, wow. Okay, I'm not going to spoil it. In fact, I'm going to drop this, but you guys need to go and watch the rest of it. Is this the entire? It's 6.5. It's almost 7 minutes. Is this the entire short film?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then I'm definitely not going to go all the way to the end of it, but I did catch a part that it's like, oh, you're right. It did go wrong, didn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Wow, that is absolutely phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Renee Gelinas, and this is an incredibly wonderful and beautiful actress who is a friend. Oh, wait a minute now. I got this clip still on in my face, and now it's flashing to scenes I don't want to see. So I got to get rid of it. Okay, I'm done. Wow. I like those close-up shots of your husband, if you know what I'm getting at. Okay. Anyway, so Renee here is a friend of mine. And like I do here on this show, twice a week, actually, I recruit my friends on Facebook so that I can put them into the spotlight and ask them a few questions of what actually it is that they do for a living, or do for hobbies, or do for fun, or whatever. And I'm finding a lot about my friends that I never knew. Renee, did we ever come to the conclusion of how we met, though? I know you say you were doing interviews at conventions and whatever, but how did we cross paths?
You know what? This community, and you know what I mean, it's the entertainment community is so small.
Yes,
and everybody knows everybody. And I've either, if you haven't seen Celebrity Biograph, and we haven't met in the acting community, I'm thinking just Facebook. We're Facebook's buddies.
That's funny. Yeah, so, that's what was it was something that allowed me to go ahead and accept you, because I don't accept people I don't know.
Exactly.
So wait a minute. Rose says she had a cat like that. I don't care. I'm a dog man. Who gives a hoot? You know, whatever. Oh, my cat Anya is watching me. Okay. That was Melissa. Wow.
for getting into cat people.
Yeah.
The cat people are fierce.
Yeah, well,
Cat people.
I won't say anything negative about cat people. I would never say anything negative about cat people because that's just plain wrong. Okay, I'm just telling you. Did your husband ever sing professionally or unprofessionally, amateurish?
He DJs. Oh, he loves karaoke. He's a hoot in karaoke.
Does he really?
Yeah, it's good that you haven't really strolled my Facebook deeper, because I think there are some karaoke. There's him doing karaoke and dancing. It's pretty funny.
Okay,
so,
between wanting to see your cat again and listening to your husband sing karaoke, I'll make sure I'll put that on my list.
And if you love dogs, Penny Lane is on there, my golden doodle. And oh my gosh, like I said, my acting coach and friend, he wants to steal Penny Lane, and I say, no, you can't have she's this big, fluffy, sweet baby girl with a big black nose and lopsided tongue. She's great.
Are you a Beatles fan? Is that why you named her Penny Lane?
Yeah, I mean, yes, but her name was Penny. We adopted her from a Doodles adoption website, which guys, go out there and, you can get a puppy, but there are so many pets out there that need good homes.
Yes.
So we rescued her, and her name was Penny, and we just wanted to make it special. So we added the Lane, and she loves it. She loves Penny Lane. So
that's a great name.
Yeah. And now, of course, I hum the song all the time. I can't remember all the words, but I hum the song.
Okay. Before I ask you, I'm not done with you yet, lady. Okay. I'm not done with you yet. What's in your future? What do you have coming up other than the film that's still filming now?
You're always auditioning. As an actor, you're always auditioning. Last Sunday I auditioned. It was in DC.
Okay, I was going to ask, where are you doing any New York auditions? Or are you doing locally?
Locally, but Delmarva, and this one was in DC. Okay. And I got a call that evening, and I got the part.
Wait a minute. Okay, can you say anything about it? Can you say anything about it?
Well, I'm on their website as being part of the cast. It's
whose website? What is it?
It's called Tenna. That's the movie, TENA. And I play the role of Liam's mom. But I am undercast. I'm undercast. They are on IMDb. I'm
in a frantic search right now for it. So
TENA. Tenna.
I
the name of the movie.
I have found it.
It's a sci-fi movie.
It's a sci-fi, yes.
It says it takes place in 1999. A scientist finds a way to go back into the future. That's it.
Stand by. Let's go ahead and share this with everyone right now.
And I'm part of the cast.
Here, let me read this synopsis here. In the year 1999, a scientist who has the ability to see the future builds a time machine to pull his son from the year 2021. Yes, take them all. 2021 back in time to give him the mission to eradicate the serial project that will destroy the world in the future. Wow. Okay. And director Timothy Conrad.
Which is 2021 is the future. Yeah.
I know. And this is what I'm saying. How true to life can this be? But where is cast and crew? All cast.
So is that IMDb? Because you'd have to go to their actual website, and then I'm listed in cast. I don't think the IMDb has been updated yet.
Yeah, it has not been updated. There are only 3 cast members that are in there.
If they show the Tenna website, then you can find it there.
Yeah, I am.
But I'm listed under cast with pictures.
Yes, I am looking frantically. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Renee is here to share her acting prowess, and
You need music when you're looking for things.
I know. Yes. Hey, I found you. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty small, but.
Oh, you got me? Okay, click on it. Click on it. Click on the little tiny picture.
Yes, you're right.
Click.
Why aren't I seeing you here? Oh, you know why? There must be another. I know why. Stand by. Okay, share. Just do this again. Share screen.
Guys, we are live. We are not standing by.
That's
here.
Right. This is Cinemax. There you go. My editor is
there
just.
We are. All right. So I am Liam's mom, Renee Gelinas.
Look at that. And they took all your great. I don't have this picture here on the right. What the heck, man?
We'll grab it.
I like that one. Yeah, I really like that one. This is fantabulous. So who is Liam? Who's your Liam's mom? Who's Liam?
You know what? This is fresh off the press because I don't know who Liam is. I haven't even gotten the script yet. I auditioned on Sunday night. I got the call, and they put me under cast but I am waiting for my script to start studying and learning about my character.
Well, I'm assuming, and I could be wrong, is Liam the character that's pulled back from 2021?
I don't know.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be cool? I'm one of the main characters' mom.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna audition for you. Can I audition for you?
Sure.
What have you done to my son? You monster! How'd I do?
Perfect. Perfect.
Really? You didn't say cut.
We'll call you. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway. All right. So here comes your final question. Get ready for this. No background music. Okay. Okay. Let me put you. We need to see your full face. All right.
Okay.
No one else knows this. Maybe your husband. I'll allow that. But no one else that you know knows this. No other strangers. Is not listed on your website. It's not listed on any IMDb. But if there was in fact something that make it surprising, unlike Melissa, she couldn't tell us anything legally, but once she texted to me, I understood why she couldn't mention that. You could be in the same league if you want. But if there's something that no one knows anything about you, or something that has happened to you, something that occurred to you when happened to you when you grew up, what would you share with us?
I was raised by my grandparents. I didn't know my dad. Bad divorce. And I found my dad when I was 21 going on 22.
Wow.
And it was pretty awesomeness. And we developed a great relationship, and he became my best friend. So,
wow.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that.
Wow. Well, they do now.
They do now.
They do now. That is incredible. I had the opposite experience with me when my mother divorced my father when I was 8 years old, and no communication, nothing of that sort. And I did find him later in years. I think I was in my 30s when I found my dad. And although the relationship, he was an alcoholic, and that didn't pick up, or that didn't improve later on in the years when I discovered him. So it wasn't as joyous as yours was, but I'm so happy that at least you had the opportunity of reconnecting with your dad, and that in fact was joyous. Renee, you are incredible. I'm going to go ahead and flash your pictures all over the screen as I say goodbye to you. We don't need to see that guy.
We have to say goodbye outside, and I'm going into the dark.
These yeah, I noticed, but that's okay. We can still see you. Here is my least favorite shot. Okay, I just want you to know that.
The kitty cat shot. Hey.
Yeah, well, that doesn't that cat look evil?
baby. That is baby.
Okay, come on. Look in that cat's face and tell me that cat is up to something.
Well, she might be up to something, but
she's plotting. She's plotting as we speak.
She's being cat-like. She's just being cat.
I know. She's saying, "Wait till she go to sleep." You know. I love these pictures of you. I love the clips that we showed of you. We're gonna keep our eyes open, and if you have to step on people on the way up, make sure I'm the last. Okay.
Oh, no, never step on people. There'll always be. You got to be good. It's karma. You got to be good.
I'm glad you said that.
If on the way up, you reach down. You put your hand out there and you pull those people up.
Yes.
Once again, the entertainment community is small, and everybody knows everybody who knows everybody, and you gotta be nice. You gotta be good, and it's gonna bite you if you're not. So no, you can't step on people.
Well, obviously, people are thanking you for all of the fantastic and interesting things that you shared with us today. They're loving you to death. Guys that are watching now, make sure you find Renee. If you're going to friend her on Facebook, which I suggest that you tell her where you know her from. Okay. And basically from Mark. Okay. This show, Mark Knows Everybody or Mark Lee, whatever. And then she will decide whether she wants to accept you or not. But don't go in the blind saying, hey, I'd like to be your friend. And she doesn't know. Just make sure you type in there somewhere that you know Mark. Oh,
I stay away from scary people.
Yeah, you and me both. You and me, especially when they're coming from a foreign country. You go to their website. It's a guy that wants to friend me, but his Facebook page is full of naked women. And I'm like, nah, I pass. No, thank you.
I only friend people who are good, who have good energy, who are motivating, positive, all good things.
Well, don't come near me. I'll get you in Facebook jail.
No.
You don't want to know someone
you're
like
a
me.
goodie.
Yeah, well, I was harboring some negative energy yesterday morning, and I lashed out in type. And that's one thing you got to do. If you're mad at somebody, don't type it anywhere. Don't put it down where people can find it later. So, Renee, wonderful. I'll talk to you on Facebook again. And yes, it is getting dark, so we're gonna lose you at some point. I miss Maryland. I miss the leaf changing. Down here in Florida, it's only green and beige. Okay, and that's basically it. And that's all we got. We don't get the oranges and the yellows and and the reds like you do in October.
So come up in October when there's just a little bit of snap in the air.
Yes.
And the leaves are orange and yellow and red and yes. And pick some pumpkins and
Yeah.
My favorite season is fall.
It's fall. And you know what? Spring is mine, but fall is second. I don't know too many people that are in love with summer. I mean, come on. It's hot. And in Florida,
you live in summer. You live in summer.
Well, yeah, all year round. It's like, oh, come on. Can it drop to at least 70 for God's sakes? So, yes, Terry over in Ireland, who's watching you, Renee, is saying 2 amazingly talented ladies. I agree with you 100%. Terry, this is what I do. I showboat my friends, people who I know on Facebook, and I just want to shine for them. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Renee on Mark Knows Everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. And we have my classic television SmackDown show with my co-host Rosemarie Rose and Jerome Connor. This Friday night is Rose's show, and she's focusing on Charlie's Angels. Okay, you're talking about badasses, Renee. If you remember Charlie's Angels, she's got some great clips and some great discussions about Charlie Angels. And of course, Saturday morning cartoons on Saturday, Rose's show again. She's celebrating her 50th birthday. She just turned 50 a few days ago, but she wants to celebrate the cartoons that she knew and loved and grew up with. Long before she turned 50, of course, but we're going to have fun seeing that. So Renee, Thank you so much. Don't tell your husband I did that, because I know he can out-sing me any day. You know, karaoke, I can't beat him in that. Oh, but I can do Bohemian Rhapsody from beginning to end, even guitar riffs and all background music. I can do that.
Well, I got to tell you, that's one of his favorite pieces. So
well, I hate him even more. I hate him even more. Okay? I hate him. I hate him. But I can do Bohemian Rhapsody better than your husband, and you're just gonna have to listen to it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. We're going ahead and leave and say goodbye. I'm gonna play my opening again for people who came in late. Renee, thank you.
I am literally sinking into the sunset.
You are. You're mama. Just killed a man. Put a gun against it. Oh, I'm gonna get in Facebook jail again. Can't sing that. Okay. Talk to you later, dear.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tonight. We'll see you on Friday.